flat hand along the front vista, including in its sweep a sunken Italian garden, a half-acre of deep, pungent roses, and a snub-nosed motorboat that bumped the tide offshore. It belonged to Domain, the oil man. He turned me around again, politely and abruptly. We'll go inside. We walked through a high hallway into a bright, rosy-colored space, fragilely bound into the house by French windows at either end. The windows were ajar and gleaming white against the fresh grass outside that seemed to grow a little way into the house. A breeze blew through the room, blew curtains in at one end and out the other like pale flags, twisting them up toward the frosted wedding cake of the ceiling, and then rippled over the wine-colored rug, making a shadow on it as wind does on the sea.
All right, so that's where we're going to stop, because we got a pretty good insight into Tom Buchanan. Before we break into because you guys are already kind of grouped, so I'm going to have you guys work in the groups that you're already tabled at. Veronica, I'm going to have you scoot over here and work with Ahmed and Brianna and Cody. What did you understand about Tom so far? We'll just speak about it first. He's very wealthy, absolutely. He's dominant. Did you say arrogant?
Yeah.
Okay, so wealthy, dominant, arrogant. What else? Any other words that kind of pop to your head? Yeah, cocky and arrogant kind of go together, but absolutely, we're definitely good. Yeah, so we're getting those impressions. Remember, these impressions. If you just said to me, Tom is arrogant. Okay. Now what you're going to do right now is you're going to work to prove that with the text. You're going to use what we just read about to prove to me what kind of a person Tom is. Now remember, this is our initial introduction to Tom, and characters change as the book goes on. But for now, let's just focus on what we read about so far. I want you to find a descriptive passage about him. I want you to find a memorable quote just from that little section. I want you to put your first impression, which many of you have already told me. I want you to write one-word description, and this one-word description can be similar if you want it to be.
Wait, a memorable quote does Tom have to say it? Or
I would like it to be from Tom, yep. A memorable quote that they said.
Would it be like just because I'm stronger?
Does that have to be that Tom said?
I would prefer it to be what Tom, the memorable quote I'd like to be